ITV News has learned that thousands of children with additional special needs in England, Wales and Scotland aren't getting access to proper education. Many of them don't even have a place at a school at all. It means they're missing months, in some cases even years of learning. Now, it affects pupils who have an education healthcare plan, which is also known as an EHCP. Now, it's used by local authorities to specify additional support that children need. But places at specialist schools are in very short supply, and one parent told us it'd be like winning the lottery if they could actually get their child in. And many say the support system isn't just letting them down, it's not working at all. Our social affairs correspondent Stacey Foster reports.
Kudus, come on to get some sand.
Kudus hasn't been to school in almost 2 years, and he's only 6.
Listen, listen, listen. Ears, listening ears.
Because he has autism, his mainstream school said it couldn't meet his needs.
Wait.
The specialist school that does have a place for him is too far away, and Kudus's mum says it wasn't delivering the additional support they'd been promised.
So they kept sending me back to the council and saying the council wasn't funding it. Whenever I go to the council, get down, get down, get down. So when I went to the council would tell me, oh, it's the school that is in charge of the funding. And I was getting really upset and frustrated because he wasn't getting therapies and they couldn't get him to learn. So he wasn't developing, so to speak. So I was like, okay. So I was thinking, okay, maybe this is the wrong setting. I'll find another setting for him. No.
An appeal found in favour of the council, and so there is nowhere else to go, and Kudus is falling behind.
So I just have that worry and that fear of what's going to happen to my child at the end of the day. What's going to happen to him? Why are we not being listened to? Why are we being blocked? Why is he not getting what everybody else is? That's his basic right, and he's not getting it.
Kudus has an Education, Health and Care Plan, or EHCP, which is a legal document that specifies what additional support a child needs up to the age of 25. Exclusive data obtained by ITV News has found that 8,660 children in England, Wales and Scotland who have an EHCP are still not accessing any formal education. And 5,254 children in England and Wales who have an EHCP don't even have a school place. Bo is 9. She hasn't been to mainstream school for 17 months.
And you don't really do learning, you just basically look after the animals.
She's on her way to farm school. This alternative provision, which happens once a week, is on her EHCP because she has autism. But what she really needs is a place at a specialist school.
When do you think she will be in school? I know that it's like a lottery. It's like winning the lottery because there are not enough spaces. So even though there are a few schools that I would like Bo to go to and that I know Bo will be doing very well there, if they think they can't meet her needs, then they'll say no, and then we're back to square one. And then I don't know what to do.
If you remember, we've been looking at the different conventions that we need to have in a piece of travel writing.
This is how they teach English at one of the country's largest special schools. It might look similar to a mainstream setting, but here the teachers are trained in neurodivergence.
What do you notice?
More than half of the pupils have an EHCP, and some travel for over an hour to get here.
We don't do anything one-to-one. We provide no classroom assistance. We don't take our pupils out of their normal classes in order to receive specialist support. But typically one teacher, 14 or 15 pupils, all of whom have diagnosed special educational needs.
But there are also thousands of children like Sonny who are waiting to be assessed. He has autism with ADHD and OCD and struggles to attend mainstream school.
Why didn't you want to go to school today?
Because I don't really learn anything in school. Because even when I'm in lessons, it's just not very good. I never really learn anything.
Sonny's mum says he is trapped in the system.
I did ask for a reduced timetable of 3 days a week, and that request was declined, and I was told that Sonny had to do 5 days a week, fail at that first, and then we would be granted 3 day week, which is just
Where do you even start to fix this problem?
We need an overhaul of the whole system, really, but we need funding really badly. We need teacher training really badly. We need smaller class sizes really badly. We need more specialist schools.
But for the families of children with additional needs, life is challenging enough without the added pressure of a support system that is working against them.
You can really see the frustration, can't you, and the upset and all of that with these parents. What is being done, if anything, to actually address this problem?
Well, there are now more than 500,000 children in England alone with an EHCP, and it's growing every single year. Councils recognise this is an issue and it is costing a lot of money. Part of that is because we're now better at spotting children who need extra support in schools, but the system just hasn't caught up. The government published its strategy last year. It wants a national standard across the country, so you've not got this postcode variance, but implementation is likely not to happen until possibly next year, and we know there's a general election to come as well. Meanwhile, these are real children on waiting lists up and down the country. Their childhoods are passing them by without a formal education, and that is lost learning that they can never recover.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Stacey Foster, thank you.